tonight, ladies. I hope you find this information valuable. Spent most of yesterday updating all the statistics. And you guys may want to, if you want to, take a seat up the front or whatever's most comfortable. So the talk today is about understanding organic SEO, mobile and local search. What we'll be covering today is what is SEO, why is it important, importance of mobile, importance of local, examples of page 1 results, some helpful tips, questions and answers afterwards. You're welcome to ask me anything you'd like to know. So what is SEO? SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. It's a methodology of strategies, techniques and tactics used to increase the amount of visitors to a website by obtaining a high ranking placement in the search results, page 1 of, say, Google, Bing, Yahoo, hence they're called the SERPs. And Google's still king, dominates Australia. Yahoo has a certain share in Bing, and then there's about 29 search engines on the internet, but Google's the largest one. So, who we are and why should we care? We are your local digital agency in Sydney to help you with an awesome internet presence and maximum exposure. I believe in small to medium-sized businesses being able to capture leads and new clients in their niche markets. When you are on page 1 of high traffic keywords, you gain regular leads, sales and clients on a weekly basis. I'm talking search volumes between 2,000 to 7,000 a month. Aim is to keep out the big corporations that are constantly trying to take over our markets. So the last frontier, SEO and local search. What is local search? Why should I care? Who is this for? Your competition. Local and mobile connection. Must contain importance. How is this done? The problem. Top 10 SEO. What is on-page SEO? What is off-page SEO? Why is it important? And securing page 1 on SERPs. Organic results. Today's business owners are faced with an enormous problem. Why? Search results are dominated by large corporations and major chains. Lack of knowledge to develop an online web presence, belief that you can't compete on an economical basis, inability to make transition from traditional advertising mediums. So this is how it used to be. Newspapers, TV, direct mail, telemarketing, print ads, and yellow pages. Times are changing rapidly. Traditional advertising mediums are losing their effectiveness more and more as we know. Some of them are becoming obsolete. Phone directories, where is yours? Newspapers, declining rapidly. As you've noticed, a lot of them are thinning out or dropping out. TV, DVD, telemarketing, do not call list, direct mail, 1 to 2% yield, print ads, rising costs, email, spam software to block it usually. The statistics are astonishing, and I've just updated this over the weekend for you ladies. 46.8 billion number of web pages in the world today. 35% of Australia's small businesses are still without a website. 73% of households have a smartphone. 47 tablets and 30% internet-capable TV. 82% of local searches that result in offline action via mobile than desktop. 0. Without a web presence, you have 0 chance in connecting with the local consumers performing online searches. So consumers are talking about you and reviewing you. So maybe on the directories like Yelp, True Local, Google+, business pages, Hot Frog, and other social media sites out there as well. So local search and SEO offer a new opportunity. 12.8 million, which is 60% of all Australians use the internet. 98% of all internet users use a search engine to find info. 13 million Australians spend 18 hours a day online. 30% of all search queries contain a city, state or postcode. 84% of the smartphone users perform local search per month. There is an average of 6 to 8 internet connectable devices per household in Australia. So what does this have to do with you? Why SEO and mobile? There are 2.6 billion smartphone users in the world today and 3.2 billion internet users globally. There is a fundamental shift in how we are communicating. Text open rates are still 90% on average. So not to mention, 73% of new mobile phone buyers report that text messaging is the most important feature on their phone. The typical mobile phone user now sends more text messages than mobile phone calls. Gen Y and Z consider email passé. In fact, some universities have stopped distributing email accounts. So this is what consumers take with them when they leave the home. And this could be your next wallet. Visa have already got apps to download to turn your smartphone into a credit card. And going to search results. So when you do searches on the internet, the red section there, as you can see, is paid searches. So that's AdWords, Google AdWords. And Google at the moment are pushing all of us to get as many people on the internet via AdWords. Then there's the local. This is the business local section here, which if you set it up properly can get you on page 1, and there's a way of SEOing that, and also by leaving those reviews as stars, 5-star reviews, which is what you'd like. And also the green area underneath is the organic SEO. So it takes some time to be on page 1 for organic SEO, but it's well worth it. I've captured clients and kept them there for 6 years and still holding on page 1 results. And there's some more interesting information I found about how users view page 1. It's all about making sure that you stand out. So having a website that, that is different and sets you apart from your competitors. Now this is eye tracking that's been done by Mediarite in the US. The red spots is where the eye travels. So everyone these days is looking at organic and local placements as opposed to AdWords, which is up the top and on the side. So people usually think you have a website, then you do AdWords. You don't need to. What's important is the organic section, so you can see how people are viewing the web and how they are viewing page 1. Naturally, everyone's skimping, they don't bother going on 2, but that gives you the where the focus is. So this is an example of a company that I've got on page 1 and they're still holding 6 years later. I do wedding cars. They're on page 1 for over 98 keywords and they get at least 2,500 visits every month, which is pretty good considering it's all organic results, natural searches. Summerhill Wine Shop is another one that I did, an e-commerce website. That gives you an idea of the statistics and the traffic going through. That's over 4 months, 7,600 visits, and in that time they've had about 6,200 sales. And Gosford Quarries is another one. I've had them there for about 7 years on page 1 for sandstone. That has an average search volume of 5,400 per month. So you could imagine the traction that you get with that kind of search volume going through. So a little tip, it helps to have, if you've got WordPress website or even any other site in any other technologies, you always need to have keywords in your title tags, your description, and a focus keyword. And whenever you do searches, a good example is if you do a keyword search on Google, when you start to type that word in, you'll find that another 4 are given to you automatically. That's a good idea of what's happening in real time and how to find the right keywords for your niche market. So, to provide access to potential customers through Google, it also is ensuring that you're on set up on the Google Maps properly as well, because you can get traffic through the navigational systems. So our services: web design and web development, on-page and off-page SEO, Google business pages and maps, e-commerce websites, reputation management, press releases, content management, Google AdWords partner, which is what we are as well. If you need that, I prefer to push the organic side. I like to see people get on page 1 and stay there for years to come. Google Analytics, an analysis of reports, and you can visit my website to get a free analysis, but I've also dropped in a free voucher in the bags as well for you ladies. That's me with the two guys that Google gave me, Matt and Scott, who support me with AdWord campaigns, just for the clients who need it, but once again it's something I don't push heavily. And then the last slide, a comment on the economy. When times are bad for the economy, it can be a great time to start a business. In fact, 16 of the 30 companies that make up the Dow Industrial Average were started during a recession or depression. These include Procter & Gamble, Disney, Alco, McDonald's, General Electric and Johnson & Johnson. These economic times are an opportunity. Companies that make it will end up with a larger market share than when they started. How does one take advantage of the opportunity? By being known. How does one get known? Marketing and promotion. Without promotion, something terrible happens. Nothing. So thanks for hearing me out in this presentation, and I hope you found the information and the statistics